my god, when I was 16, I had no clue what I wanted to do.
I didn't even know what university was till year 11.
I've always wanted to do science, but at first I wanted to do medicine. But then I was like, it's too much and it's not specific enough.
Let's start by imagine when you were 16 years old, right? Did you know what you wanted to do?
I have a dream like I want to help more people in the world.
I didn't even know what university was till year 11. Everyone was getting ready for the GCSEs, and I knew there was like an exam to do. I just didn't know like what the exam was and why it was so important. None of my family know, not my parents, not my siblings, not cousins, anyone. No one's been to uni. So I like started off my journey thinking like, what do I want to do in life? I knew I wanted to help people, and I knew I was interested in science.
Did you know what you wanted to do? And no, you didn't. Great. So could you tell me a little bit about what that was like and how you started to figure it out?
For me, it was more like doing work experience and stuff, and that kind of led me to like know that I wanted to do like pharmacology and research. So yeah, it was kind of through that, which I only really did for like my personal statement. So I only figured it out like when I was 17, really. So I actually did work experience at UCL. It was with Graham Ormond Street Institute of Child Health, right? So they really focused on like new drug development for like pediatrics and stuff. I actually found it really interesting. So I feel like I just kind of dabble in everything, like just take a look at like what you like, what you're doing like at school, and like do work experience and stuff around it, and then it should help you really to kind of like narrow things down.
For my school experience, I just took the subjects I liked and followed them, because obviously you need higher grades, but also then take your passion on the other side and then try and combine both. So what I did, I had a scientific profile. I followed physics and maths, but now I'm here studying business, because business was, let's say, my side profile, my side, let's say, like love in a way. But I couldn't study it in school, so I combined what I like doing in school with what I like outside. And now I think I found the perfect course for me doing that.
So in school I did A-levels, and we were pretty restricted in like the modules that we are allowed to pick. So I picked like mostly STEM stuff. And then out of them, I was the best at biology, and I also found it like quite interesting. So that's how I decided on.
So I did business undergrad, and then after working for a while in consulting and being assigned a bunch of different projects, a lot of them didn't really align with my like values or interests. So that's why I wanted to add the sustainable aspect of it.
I didn't have the plan when I was 16 years old, and at that time just my parents told me like you are supposed to learn some more practical projects such as mathematics or physics. After that, I just fight against them, and because sociology is like actually it's my like favorite subject in this university. Yeah.
And it was always sort of my dream to come here, but I sort of always thought I wasn't good enough. But yeah, I'm lucky to be here. It can be a bit like intimidating, but there's like definitely lots of other people in the same situation, because I mean we all maybe will compare each other of how smart we are, but we're all in the same boat really, I feel.
It's normal to feel very confused in life but not know your direction. What I would do is sort of choose a direction and just stay on that path. And the thing is that as long as you stay in it, the longer time that you make that decision, you just stick by it, is you grow and you learn, you become more wise. And as you become more wise, you make more decisions and you learn more from experiences. And that always like changes your path and changes your journey. I think like just to get sentimental, life is always full of surprises, and be very, very open to opportunities. Things will change. Don't be too disheartened, and just always keep the doors open for something new.
Just go with your interests, like whatever you find interesting. It doesn't really have to be something too specific, just a general direction to have. Like at that age, you're so young. You haven't really experienced much, but from school, you can see which subjects, draw your interests and go from there, kind of.
Think about like, what do you enjoy doing? Like when do you get in that like state of flow where you're like time doesn't exist and you're just like really like what is that activity, and is there a way that you can do that as part of your career? that's what's helped me. And I definitely didn't know what I wanted to do when I was 15, so like that's okay. And also like people do career shifts when they're 40, 60. Like it's never too late to just try something else.